this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And a Patriot first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Henry's got it out on the left side. They'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd down and 4. Throwing here is May. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Stevenson. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson, 14 yards. And the Pats are on the board here, the final minute of the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
So halftime now here on Sunday night prime time. Let's get it to Scott Hanson in Orlando with our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hanson here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Well, the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. They run once more with Stevenson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Now they show jet sweep it instead, a run up the middle here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And he'll be stopped at the 46, gain of 3.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd down, here's Stevenson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Looking to put a drive together. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Darnold. His throw incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, Darnold. Connection made on the out route to Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. New England's offense set to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line.
2nd and 5. The tight end Henry here in motion. Running left is Stevenson. And down he'll go at the 25. 49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
From the shotgun, it's May. He finds his man, complete. It's Douglas. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 10 more there and another 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a handoff, Stevenson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here on Sunday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Here's the option. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Off the play fake, here's May. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
To the air, May. And he hits him in stride. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Stevenson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Collectively, great defense. It takes all 11, especially down here toward the goal line.
The call comes in, and the call essentially says all 11 have to make a play here. You have to show toughness. We just saw it there.
Stevenson again. And he will again go backwards as they drive him back to the 4-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Looking to put a drive together. To throw is Darnold. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And, oh, boy, nobody wants to see this. That's the running back, Kenneth Walker, who appears to be injured. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Second and 10. Darnold now to throw. On the slant, here's Smith-Njigba. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we're watching them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
That's a good read there, partner. He sent everyone deep and got them to follow. And so that opened up the gap in the middle of the field. He ended up picking up good yardage.
They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6. Darnold to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Darnold. And he's got it. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 14-10.
Patriots 10.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So the Patriots now down 14-10. 34 seconds to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. He finds Douglas complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
At the 35-yard line.
Here's second and a yard. He's back to throw. And that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So the victory here for Seattle, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game,
Bueno, pues
pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish.
ganaron los halcones marinos en la predicción Madden 2026 aquí en el canal del boleto, y no me gustó el resultado. Sale muchachada, pues aquí, hasta aquí les dejamos la transmisión de hoy, que fue evidentemente la simulación del Super Bowl en unas horas, pues ya casi en una hora y media. Pues hasta aquí nos vemos.